Welcome to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you my favorite products at the moment, and I'm going to be putting the products on my face. If you want to see what are my favorite products at the moment, just keep on watching. Also, if you're new here to my channel, hello, my name is Paulina, and I would love it if you would subscribe below. And let's get started with this video. The first thing I do, I moisturize my skin, and I've been really loving the Kora Organics Turmeric Glow Moisturizer. It's really good on the skin. It does help with hyperpigmentation, and as you can see, I do have like really dark spots because of acne, but I really like how it glides on my skin, and it blends well with my foundation. So I do apply just a little bit of product onto my skin, not a lot, because it does give you a very dewy effect. So if you don't want a dewy effect, just use a little bit of product. I'm just going to use a little bit because I know if I apply too much, then it will become very greasy. I made a purchase on Sephora, and then they sent me this sample, the Biossance Squalane Marine Algae Eye Cream. And I'm not a big fan of eye cream, but this eye cream actually really works well with my concealer. So I've been really excited to try this product because it actually works very well with my concealer. I don't know if it actually helps with my under eye, but I love applying it under my eye. When I apply concealer, it just glides well. And also it doesn't burn my eyes, because some eye creams can be a little bit harsh and they do burn your eye, but this one is very gentle. And I always wear SPF, and this SPF, I've been wearing it every single day. Even if I don't wear makeup or anything, the only thing I put on is SPF. I think SPF is really important, and this is the Clear Paula's Choice Ultra. It's the Ultra Light Daily Hydrating Fluid Broad Spectrum of SPF of 30. I really love this SPF. It really works well with my skin and with my other moisturizer products, and it just glides well on my skin. And I haven't had an issue where I've been breaking out. I have some breakouts, but that's because I see it and I pick it, and this product hasn't break me out, and it's specifically targeted for acne prone skin, which I love. And I love that it's very watery, that it's not very thick, because some SPFs can be a little bit thick, but this one is actually very watery, which I prefer, which is my preference. Once I'm done with my skincare, I do let the skincare product sit like about 5 minutes on my skin, because I feel like that's going to absorb into my skin, and then when I apply foundation and my other products, it's just going to glide well with my skin. So we're just going to wait some 5 minutes before applying foundation. One of the foundations that I've been obsessed at the moment is the Exa High Fidelity Foundation. This foundation, it's really amazing on the skin. I highly recommend this foundation. If you're looking for a new foundation, try this foundation. It really works well with my skin. I do have more combination skin, but it will definitely be dewy. If you wanted to mattify it, just use powder, and that's what I used with this foundation. I really love how it just looks on my skin. It looks very natural, and I only need one pump of this foundation. I only use one pump, and I just put a little bit here, 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 and that's it. And you don't need that much for this. And I really like how it just gives you that perfect coverage without being too much, and it just glides very well on my skin. And honestly, nowadays, I actually look for foundations that don't give me that full coverage. I just want a foundation that looks like my skin but better, and I feel like this foundation does do the trick. Like, it makes my skin look a little bit better, although you can still see some of my acne, but I don't care. But I really like how it just overall my skin just looks and feels good. One of the concealers that I really like and enjoy, and I think it's worth the money, is the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Concealer. I'm almost out of this concealer, and this concealer is pretty good. I really like it, especially like right now I'm using the dewy foundation, the Exa foundation. I apply this concealer and I feel like it mattifies it. It makes it even, because if I use a concealer that is very dewy, then my overall face is going to be very extremely dewy, which I do not like. And I feel like just balancing this concealer with that foundation, it's really good. And I really like, because sometimes my foundations might be a little bit darker, and this concealer, it's a little bit more lighter on the side, so it evens out my skin tone. For eyebrows, I really enjoy the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil, but lately I've been using the Arches and Halos Professional Brow Pencil. This is the Micro Defining Brow Pencil. You find this at Rite Aid for sure because that's where I bought it, but I believe you can find it at Target as well. And I really like this pencil. It's very like inexpensive and it just makes my eyebrows look a little bit much better because I really try to keep my eyebrows very natural. I don't pluck my eyebrows. I just really like my eyebrows to be natural and fluffy, and I just like that look. I'm just thankful that my younger self never plucked her eyebrows because I would have regretted it, and I really like my natural eyebrows. For powder, I'm going to use this Airbrush Flawless Finish by Charlotte Tilbury. I've been obsessed with this powder. This powder is so beautiful. It very like mattifies my skin. It just works well with my skin. And I've used it with different foundations and I really love how it works. The Charlotte Tilbury, they do have the Airbrush foundation. That foundation is really good too. But I picked up the powder and I really love the powder. And I just literally just grab a brush, dab it in, and I just press it onto my skin. And I'm using the shade 2. I think I should have gone with one more shade up. And then another product that I've been obsessed from Charlotte Tilbury, it's their bronzer. It's an Airbrush bronzer. It's a mattifying bronzer. And I picked up in shade 2 medium. The packaging on this bronzer is amazing. It's a huge bronzer and I really love the undertone of this bronzer. And this is in the shade 2 medium. I think next time when I purchase this bronzer, I think I'm going to go with a shade 3, a little bit more deeper because it's almost, it does look good on my skin, but I really like it more with the red undertone. Just literally grab my brush, go in there. Because I feel like it does work with my skin, but I feel like I should have gone with the one more shade up. And I'm obsessed with bronzer. I think one of the #1 items you should have in your makeup collection is a good bronzer. I just love how it just looks on my skin. It makes dimension on my face. Just, ugh, I love bronzer. And I always like, I don't know, it's something that I do, but I always grab my hair, lift it up, and then I apply a bronzer. I don't know if it makes a difference, but that's how I do it. So yeah, so definitely bronzer. I just love the way it looks on my skin. Bronzer just gives me life and it looks like I went to the beach without going to the beach necessarily. And I really like how it looks on my skin. The next product I've been obsessed with, and this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Stick Blush. This is a new product that Anastasia came out with, and I did receive this from Influencer. So thank you, Influencer, for sending me this product. But just because products are sent to me for free, it doesn't mean like I'm either going to give a negative or positive review. I'm just going to give my honest opinion about it. If I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. And I've been really loving this stick blush. And the only thing I don't like is the brush. It does come with a dual brush, and I'm not excited about the brush, but the blush itself, it's really, really pretty. And I did receive the shade Latte, which is almost like a nude blush, and oh my goodness, it's such a pretty color. I really love it. It's a very nude color. It's those types of shades that I would definitely buy myself. And I really love how it looks on my skin. And I love how it performs. It does last a long time. And I also apply it as a lipstick sometimes. But it's a beautiful, beautiful blush. It's very creamy. So what I do, I just grab my brush and I just go like this and I just apply it. And it just looks really natural, very pretty. It's like, and I love the shade, and this is the shade Latte from ABH. And when it comes to blush, I know a lot of people just like to put it on the apples of your cheek or more in the center. I just really go in town with it because honestly, I just like how it looks on my skin. I haven't bought an eyeshadow palette in a while, but I've been eyeing the Patrick Ta eyeshadow palette. That looks really beautiful, but I haven't bought any eyeshadow palettes recently. But the one that I always go for neutral, for very natural eye looks is a Tartelette Toasted Tarte palette. If you're looking for a very neutral palette, I highly recommend you this palette. It does have beautiful shades on it. The only thing is, like the other day, it fell on the ground, and some of the eyeshadows actually fell, but they didn't break. But I think I rearranged it in the wrong place, but it still works. It's still working. So today I'm just going to create like a very natural look, or like an everyday look. And honestly, those are the eye looks that I create. Sometimes I do like to do colorful eye looks, you know, when I'm very creative. But for an everyday, for an actual everyday, I always go with neutral eye looks. And the first shade I'm going to take from the palette is Latte. And it's a brown shade. It's this brown shade, so I'm just going to take it and I'm just going to apply it all over my eyelid here. I'm gonna get a tiny brush and then just smudge it on the under eye. The next product that I've been enjoying, and I think I highly recommend it, is, I'm gonna butcher the name. I think this is how you pronounce this, Saie. And this is the Mascara 101. I really been enjoying this mascara, and I bought it in Sephora. And I really like the wand of this mascara. Like, I don't know if you could tell, but around it has spikes. And then on top, it has like little spikes that you can use for your lower lash. And I really enjoy that. And what I like about this mascara is that it's not waterproof. It's so easy to remove at the end of the day, just with water and your cleanser, and then it removes it out very easily. And I really like that. And it also doesn't burn your eyes, which I know some mascaras do. This is very natural. Saie, if I'm pronouncing this brand correctly, is Saie. Their brand is very clean beauty brand. So all of their products are clean beauty, and I've been really enjoying this mascara, and I really like how it looks on my eyelashes. It looks very natural. My eyelashes are not the best, but I like how it looks on my eyelashes. For me, my lips, I always like to have them very like mauvey, very neutral tone. Sometimes I'll use a little pop of color then and there depending on the look. But today I really want something that's very neutral. And I'm going to use this Makeup Forever lip liner. And this is in the shade 3C. Makeup Forever has one of the best lip liners out there. I highly recommend them. They do last a long time. They're very creamy. They're not drying. And then on top of my lip liner, I'm going to add a little bit of the Anastasia Beverly Hills Stick Blush on my lips. I really like how these two work well together on my lips. And this is the completed look using the products that I've been in love lately. And I highly recommend you all the products that I use on this video. They're really like my go-to products to go at the moment. They definitely work well with my skin. I do have acne prone skin, and I feel like they all work well with my acne prone skin. I highly recommend you these products. But as always, something that works for me might not work for you. But I definitely would tell you to give it a try on these products. I really love these products. And it's like, this is like my signature look that I always create when I'm gonna go out, or I'm just gonna be at home and not doing anything. But I just like to create very natural looks. And I hope you did enjoy this video. If you're new here to my channel, I would deeply appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel and follow me on my Instagram, which I'll put it right here. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.